Breaking news: Archbishop of Canterbury condemns Nigerians' red listing, calls it travel empathy. Hello, my wonderful people. Quite a number of people, including Nigerian reps and the government, the federal government, the presidency, has condemned UK call to add Nigeria to the red list. And to add Nigeria to the red list and to come out and say Nigerians that don't have British passport or residency cannot come into the country is not acceptable. The Bishop of Canterbury has also kicked against this and has said, no way, this is wrong, and that Nigeria should not be treated that way. Nigeria should be allowed. Okay, Nigeria should be allowed. Nigerians should be allowed, and whatever happens, whatever they feel can happen to those who honestly and truly are British citizens, because they are given opportunity to come in and quarantine, should be the same, that should be done, okay, to other people. Anyway, my wonderful people, do not forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. The Archbishop of Canterbury, the Most Reverend Justine, yesterday wandered into the growing outrage among Nigerians condemning the United Kingdom inclusion of Nigeria in its red list without justification, saying it was travel empathy and calls for it to be scrapped immediately. In series of tweets on his Twitter handle, Justin of Wembury, the Archbishop of Canterbury, urged the UK government to abolish what he described as momentally and morally wrong and self-defending on the red list. The United Nations Secretary General had a few days ago described the action of the UK government as travel empathy targeted at poor countries and nations. Nigeria senators yesterday also insist that the travel ban was discriminatory and an attack on diplomatic relations between the two nations, and call for the UK government to remove it. The Red Chamber at preliminary accordingly called on the British Authority to consider removing Nigeria from its red list. However, the country's Centre for Disease Control yesterday confirmed 3 more cases in Nigeria. The center also said that Nigeria has been notified by the UK government of 7 cases of travelers from Nigeria within the infection. This was just as the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority has threatened to ban Nigeria any airline operating international services that do not abide by the country's COVID protocol for passengers as issued by the Presidential Steering Committee. Nigeria becomes the 11th country to go on the UK red list for international travel. All nations currently on the red list are African. The only people allowed to enter UK from these countries are UK or Irish nationals or UK residents. They would have to pay for and self-isolate in a pre-booked government-approved hotel for a period of 10 days. But in a message to his 165,000 Twitter followers, the Archbishop said the variant set to become the dominant variant in the UK appears to be the British government appealed to the British government to remove Nigeria and South Africa from the red lists, together with other countries currently on the list. We must fight fair and effective, and look for ways that are effective to ensure that people are protected rather than banning people from coming into the country. So this is what is going on. The Archbishop of Canterbury has said what the UK government have decided against countries. So the government must continue to, speak out, and individuals must continue to speak out, because those who want good for Nigerians, want people to be able to travel. Okay, there are some Nigerians that intend to go and meet family members, not just those going for, pleasantries. Some are also going genuinely. Okay, some are also going genuinely. For instance, there's a lady I know who is having a baby, and her mom was to come. Her mom was to come, to help her, being her first child, to help her go through the season. But apparently, that cannot really happen because she cannot come in. She's not a resident. She's coming for visit. She's coming visiting. So when you look at it, some of those things, clearly shows to every one of us, that Nigerians, we need to continue, the country needs to become better. The country needs to improve and become better, because the current predicament and the current state that we are, if we keep quiet, and we say nothing, this will continue to become really wrong. Okay, because people want to travel, those that have opportunity to travel wants to travel, but you holding them down because of some disease. And if the disease is the same thing for everybody, then you say, okay, it's fair. It's not the same for everybody. From the same Nigerian country, from the same Nigerian country, you'll be surprised. From the same Nigerian country, British citizens are able to go back home. Those who have, residence permit are able to still go. So what's happening to others? What's happening to others? So that's why we must, continue to speak out. Okay, this is why we must continue to speak out and not be quiet, when we are being neglected. Because as it happens now, you can tell, that the travel ban is only on African countries. The travel ban currently is only on African countries. It's not on any other person, it's only on African countries. So if you look at it very closely, you will understand that these things ought not to be so. These things ought not to be ought not to be so. Is it only African countries that these things are happening? Yeah, is it only African countries? So some things must change, and for them to change, you and I have got a responsibility, and part of that responsibility is to speak out, so that people can be able to do what they need to do. Okay, people can be able to go, and have, opportunity to be able to do what they need to do. For instance, my friend's mom cannot travel because it's a visiting visa. Leave us a comment. Please do not forget to like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless you. Have a lovely day. Bye for now.